Thank you so much everyone for tuning in and welcome to today's video. So you probably clicked the title because you were wondering how to ace your O-level English or IGCSE English essays or creative writings. So we're going to discuss 5 tips that are going to help you master your creative writing and help them stand out. Creative writing is an essential part of your O-level and IGCSE exam. And if you correctly ace your creative writing, O-level English, a complete subject won't be a problem for you anymore. So the first tip that we should consider is improving your expression. Now hear me out. Even when I was giving my exam, initially I had the idea of using difficult words that were not easy to comprehend, words that were fancy. And when I used them in my creative writing actually started to look fake. The work was not a work done in a flow. It was a work that was improvised. So personally, I am not a fan of using fancy words. But what can actually help your essay or your creative writing to stand out is the use of good expression. An expression that allows the reader to emotionally connect with you. So for example, if you're talking about the clothes of a lady walking down the street, I might as well say she was wearing exquisite clothing. Expensive clothing. Or I might as well say when I saw the woman wearing the gown she wore, I scorned her in my heart because I was jealous of her gown that costed gold and diamonds. So you gotta express your feelings along with good vocabulary to build up a good expression that can emotionally allow the reader to connect to your writings. Number 2 is using good creative writing devices, complex devices. For example, I might as well use flashbacks in my creative writing. Flashbacks allow the reader to develop a greater sense of suspense and an interest in your creative writing because the reader is keen on finding out whatever lines you mention from your climax must be interesting and should urge the reader to read more and speed up to find out what actually happened in the climax. And apart from that, what you can do is vary your sentence structure. What you actually need to do is you need to maintain a complex and compound sentence structure when you're at your starting, when you're at your resolution and ending. But when you're at your climax, what happens is when your sentence is long, it takes a longer time for the reader to comprehend the whole meaning of the sentence because it takes a longer time to read the sentence itself. But if your sentences start to be short, 3-4 word sentences, 5 word sentences, they are readily and easily comprehended and understood by the reader. Because when the reader reaches your climax, the reader is far more keen and interested in finding out what actually happens next. The reader has interest in your suspense building, your emotions and stuff, but the reader wants to find out what happened next. So keep your sentences short. That helps build up your climax in the best of ways. The 4th tip that was given to me by one of my teachers was to reject the first 3 ideas. Now, when you're given a situation or when you're given a topic to write a creative writing about, either it be, a descriptive writing, a persuasive, an argumentative, a narrative writing, you have to reject the first 3 plots of your creative. Now, how would you do that? For example, if I'm writing a narrative and I'm writing a narrative based upon the importance of a plane flight in a journey, I might as well write about the plane getting hijacked. I might as well write about someone on a plane getting ill and eventually getting to a hospital. I might as well write about how much I enjoyed on the plane trip and how much I had fun. It was my first plane trip. So these are the things that most people would write about, and you want to stay away from them. You want to stay away from the general perception of the statement, and you want to do something unique so that your work stands out and your work is not at all predictable. Make your work unpredictable. So the way you're going to write this is you're going to, for example, the example I was giving about the plane flight, you might want to write about a pet, a person's pet that he smuggled into the plane in a briefcase and placed it somewhere in handheld compartments. No wonder how he smuggled that. You gotta, keep it realistic. Okay? You wanna make sure that the reader does not think that you're writing something that is totally impossible and totally unable to happen. So you're gonna keep it realistic, but you gotta write something that is unpredictable, that is unique, that is crazy, and that is full of suspense. There you have it. Number five. Number five is write relatable stuff. Now, when I mentioned in my first point that you want to write stuff that can emotionally connect the reader to your writings, you want to write relatable stuff. When the reader is easily able to relate with what you're feeling, with what you're going through, it helps the reader to enjoy, because the reader feels as if someone else is also going through a similar experience and it is all relatable. So fill your book up with emotions, fill your book up with feelings that most people have, and fill your book up with stuff that is full of an unpredictable and amazing expression. So there you go. Those were my 5 tips that can help you master and drastically improve your creative writings. If you have any better tips for the audience, be sure to drop them down in the comments. And apart from that, all I'd say is, make sure that you read as much as you can. Now, I know most of the people don't like reading, especially when I was back there in O levels. Most people in my class, most guys in my class did not read. They even stopped reading since they were kids in 6th or 7th standard. So they've not been reading, but I can just not stress enough on the fact that if you read more, you're gonna produce amazing work. And it's not that you have to read 10, 12 thick, big novels. Start reading what you like. Read short stories, or read your comprehension passages from paper 2 as well. So that is gonna help you a lot. These are the tips that can help you improve your creative writing for paper 1 O level English, and for IGCSE, and for the UK based O level equivalents. So there you have it. Ways to improve your creative writings. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Thank you.